100 million people wake up to the end of the world. Not with a bomb, with a beach landing. The largest amphibious assault in human history. 300,000 Chinese troops hitting 18 beaches simultaneously. The Strait of Taiwan, 100 miles of water. 72 hours to either stop an empire or watch democracy drown. And you're about to see why this war would break every military rule ever written. Before you comment Taiwan easy or China wins fast, let me destroy your assumptions. Team Red, People's Liberation Army, 2 million active duty. 300,000 Marines and airborne dedicated to this single mission. They have built 15,000 landing craft in secret. They have rehearsed this in deserts identical to Taiwan's coast. They have hypersonic missiles that travel faster than defense systems can blink. They have satellites watching every movement. They have hacked every grid. They own the element of total surprise. Team Blue, Taiwan Defense Force, 170,000 active. 1.5 million reservists. No allies officially, no treaty guarantees. Just a mountain fortress, 70% covered in jungle and urban sprawl. They have spent 70 years preparing for exactly this moment. Every citizen trained, every road rigged, every beach mined. They have the most advanced anti-ship missiles on Earth. They have submarines that cannot be found. They have a home field advantage that would make Vietnam look like a vacation. Sounds like a numbers game, right? You're wrong. Let's talk amphibious warfare. Not theory, reality. Chinese doctrine. Overwhelming force. Shock and awe. Decapitate leadership. Seize ports. Establish beachhead. Flood reinforcements. Victory in 7 days. But here's what nobody considers. Amphibious assault is the hardest operation in warfare. Normandy took 2 years to plan and nearly failed. Incheon was a miracle. Falklands required total air and sea superiority. China has never done this, not once, not in combat. They have exercises. Taiwan has existence. Taiwan's training was born from constant threat. Every civilian knows the invasion siren. Every building has a bunker. Every mountain has a tunnel network connecting cities. Their coast is a kill zone 70 years in the making. Missile batteries hidden in hospitals. Artillery in shopping malls. Drones launched from subway stations. Their defensive depth is absolute intelligence, shows they have enough missiles to sink the entire Chinese Navy twice. Beach density, Taiwan wins. They live in constant paranoia, underground command centers, decoy airfields, mobile radar. China tracks satellites. Taiwan breaks patterns hourly. Chinese planners study maps. Taiwan changes the maps daily. But here's the kicker. Taiwan has 20% more defensive density than any target in history. Not trained caution. Evolved suspicion. Every beach has 6 alternate firing positions. Every road has 10 demolition points. Every city is designed for urban meat grinder. Your favorite Chinese general studied Sun Tzu. Taiwan studied Stalingrad, Grozny, Mariupol. They know how this ends when the attacker thinks speed wins. Intelligence warfare. This is where you think China dominates, right? Chinese military intelligence, 150,000 personnel. Satellite coverage, cyber penetration, economic leverage. They own supply chains. They infiltrate politics. They have spent 30 years mapping every target. Taiwan intelligence, estimated smaller by budget. BUT Island intelligence isn't measured in assets. It's measured in survival prediction, pattern recognition in threat, reading intentions before orders. Taiwan lived in kill or be killed strategic reality every single day. Their entire society is hyper-developed for warning. Chinese planners think in phases, even unconsciously. Phase 1, missile strike. Phase 2, air superiority. Phase 3, beach landing. Taiwan has no phase limitations. They'll sink your fleet while you fuel missiles. They'll collapse your economy while you brief pilots. They'll call 20 million reservists before your first boot hits sand. Their smaller size is actually survival software China cannot deactivate. Technology, the great equalizer. China, hypersonic missiles, stealth fighters, quantum radar, AI targeting, drone swarms. But optimized for parade, explode, impress, intimidate. They feel political pressure at 100% intensity. Taiwan, asymmetric weapons, mobile missiles, submarines, cyber defenses. Lower budget? Yes, but their alert threshold is different. Modern militaries have mission sensitivity evolved for offense. Taiwan has threat suppression for survival. Defector evidence from China shows they fear economic collapse more than military failure. Taiwan has no economy without victory. No lawyer checks the legality of total war. No commander calls off the defense. Chinese doctrine trains to minimize casualties for political stability. Taiwan evolved to ignore casualty ratios. A failed beachhead ends the war. A failed defense ends the nation. Now, where does each side dominate? Scenario A. Irish 72 hours, China territory. Missile saturation, air dominance, naval blockade. China wins 70% of tactical engagements. Missiles hit runways, ships sink in harbor, command centers go dark. Taiwan counters. When the missiles run out, when the precision strikes reveal decoys, when the invasion fleet sails into the strait, chaos favors the defender. Scenario B, the beachhead. Taiwan territory, cliffs, cities, jungle. 24 million hostile civilians. Taiwan wins 85%. They see better in chaos urban warfare built for their streets. They move silent. They know every tunnel, every rooftop. Chinese soldier steps on a road and it's thermobaric death. Taiwan was born in this paranoia. Scenario C, the long war, attrition, no escape. Blockade versus breakthrough. This is where evolution speaks. Taiwan practiced total resistance constantly. They hold semiconductor hostage. They hold global economy hostage. They have genetic memory of survival. Grandparents fled communism. Parents built the tiger economy. They will end it rather than surrender. China has never fought an island that would rather burn every factory than be captured. The psychological shock breaks standard doctrine. Raw numbers, no emotion. When it comes to sheer manpower and equipment, China scores a perfect 10. Taiwan scores a 4. They cannot match the scale. Breaking through defensive layers tells a different story. China manages a 6. Taiwan scores a 10. Their protection is absolute. Achieving surprise is nearly even. China at 7. Taiwan at 10. They have been waiting for this since 1949. Technological firepower and advanced weapons heavily favor China at 10. Taiwan relies on asymmetric systems scoring only 6. Mental cruelty and willingness to do anything to win goes to Taiwan at 10. China stops at 6. They have a population to pacify, not a nation to save. International coordination is all Taiwan at 9. China stands alone at 3. Sanctions would crash their economy before week 2. The ultimate trump card is economic interdependence. China has 2, Taiwan has 10. They make the chips the world dies without. Add it up and Taiwan takes the win, and anything beyond immediate collapse, 58-51. Single week. No reinforcements, just you deciding Pacific fate. Day 1, China dominates tactically. Missiles rain, ships sink, airfields crater. Looks dominant. Day 2, Taiwan is bleeding, fighting, and has activated the protocol. The total mobilization with a society modern nations cannot imagine. They explode up. Launch everything. Not a bluff. A reality. Chinese command reacts to escalation political instinct. Calls Beijing. Taiwan doesn't call. They fight. Missile undammed. Not a warning. A flood. No water. No power. No advance. The Chinese soldier dies confused, wondering why his perfect doctrine didn't work against someone who never learned surrender. Probability in week 1. 60% China establishes beachhead. 40% Taiwan holds entirely. But war isn't week 1. But I saved the cruelest truth for last. The Chinese military would face revolution at home first. Elite modern armies are tools of economic stability, growth, prosperity. In total war, they'd struggle to maintain control. Taiwan, they exist in absolute unity. No communication needed. They'd sacrifice every city for national survival without hesitation. The real weapon isn't missiles or ships, it's time horizon. Chinese leadership thinks about quarterly growth and legacy. Taiwanese think about existing as a free people versus extinction. That focus is apocalyptic. Final prediction, China versus Taiwan. No diplomacy, just empire versus existence. Hour 1, China dominates technically. Airfields destroyed, navy damaged, command scattered. Analysts celebrate superiority. Hour 24, Chinese fleet enters the strait. Submarines wake, missiles rise, ships sink, same speed, same rage. Hour 72, beachheads established but isolated, reinforcements blocked. Tanks stuck in cities. Taiwan broadcasts from mountain bunkers. Week 2, global economy crashes. No chips, no phones, no cars. China faces starvation sanctions. Taiwan faces extinction defiance. Month 6. The last Chinese general stares at casualty lists, wondering why his perfect plan didn't win the war. Final score. Taiwan bloodied but unbowed. China broken. An isolated comment below if you disagree. But remember, every invasion plan you know was written by people who feared losing face. Taiwan fears losing everything. We didn't evolve past island nations. We just forgot how hard they are to kill. Next video, what if someone betrays Putin? Subscribe or you'll miss the chaos.